If you enjoyed this Colossal build, you absolutely must smash that subscribe button right now. We are pushing for 10 million subs, and we cannot do it without you. What is up, builders? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are taking on our most insane project ever. We are building the Celestial Chrono-Clocktower right here. First things first, chat. We need a perfectly flat canvas for a 10x scale Colossal build. This structure is going to be absolutely massive.
That mountain is in the way of our clock tower. You guys know what time it is? Tactical TNT deployment. Say goodbye to that peak, chat.
Boom! Exactly as planned. That saves us about 3 hours of manual mining. Work smart, not hard, builders. Now we have the perfect flat plane for our foundation. I am towering up to get a bird's-eye view of the layout. For a steampunk cosmic foundation piece, the circular perfectly symmetrical. Looking through the spyglass, yes, the chunk alignment is perfect. We are going to center the main gear mechanism right on that coordinate intersection. Chat, type a W in the chat if you are ready for the block placing to begin. Look at this inventory. We have farmed over 50,000 blocks of copper and dark oak for this first phase alone. The grinding off camera was unreal, but it is going to be so worth it. And this is the moment of truth. The Celestial Chrono-Clocktower begins no dough. Let us lay down the very first block of this absolute masterpiece. And block number 1 is down. Only about 999,000 more blocks to go, chat. Let us get a time-lapse going for the main layout. Potion of Swiftness activated. I am going into speed builder mode. Do not blink, guys, or you will miss the foundation taking shape. Let us go. The massive circular outlines are going down. We are using raw copper blocks for the outer ring. This gives the clock tower that heavy, industrial.
Check out this geometry, guys. These intersecting circles will form the base of the outer gears. The 10x scale makes even drawing a circle in Minecraft incredibly difficult.
Oh no, chat! I miscounted the radius on the eastern quadrant. It is off by exactly 1 block. You know the rules. We have to tear the crisis averted. The radius is now perfectly mathematically sound. The foundation outline is 100% locked in. Now, we need to fill this massive floor. We are bringing in the dark oak planks to create a high contrast against the copper. This will be the main floor of our cosmic machine room. Let us get filling. Look at that beautiful contrast. The dark wood against the orange copper is giving exactly the steampunk aesthetic I promised. The floor is looking solid, chat. I am marking the absolute center with a gold block. This is where the central axle of the Chrono-Clocktower will spin. From here, we start building upwards into the sky. Wait, user in chat just asked if we are doing the interior too? Are you kidding me? Of course we are doing a full interior. This is a strict consistency masterpiece, guys. Every single block matters. Elytra equipped. It's time to get vertical. We are laying down the primary support pillars using solid gold blocks to flex on the entire server. These gold pillars will act as the skeleton for the lower walls. We are spacing them exactly 12 blocks apart to maintain our 10x scale structural integrity. Golden skeleton is rising. Look at how these pillars catch the in-game sunlight. It already looks incredibly epic, and we are only just getting started. We need horizontal copper beams connecting the gold pillars to frame the lower archways. I want these archways to feel grand and cosmic, welcoming players into the timepiece. Adding some Lapis Lazuli at the base of the pillars. This deep cosmic blue is the signature color of the celestial theme. It ties the whole palette together brilliantly. The sun is going down, chat. We need to spam torches everywhere. If a creeper spawns and blows up these gold pillars, I think I will actually cry on stream. Get out of my construction site, you green menace. We are trying to build a masterpiece here, not a zombie daycare. Back to the shadows with you.
Morning has broken and phase 1 is officially complete. Look at the scale of this foundation. The gold, copper, dark oak, and lapis are perfectly balanced. We have the base, but now we have to go up, way up. The lower walls are next, and they are going to push right into the clouds of these extreme hills. Inventory management is key, chat. Swapping to full stacks of dark oak for the lower wall paneling. We want thick, heavily textured walls to support the massive gears above. Using the classic water elevator trick to get up quickly. No time to waste placing scaffolding today. The wall construction phase begins right now. The first wall panel is going up. This dark oak is going to give the tower that ancient, heavy feeling. Drop a hype emote in the chat as we fill these massive gaps. The lower walls are complete, but they look a bit too flat, do they not? We need depth. I am going to carve out some recessed windows and add copper pipe detailing. Breaking out these sections to create giant 10x scale window frames. We will fill these with light blue stained glass later to give it that magical cosmic glow from the inside. Adding these diagonal copper lines acts like exterior piping. This makes the clock tower feel like a living, breathing mechanical machine rather than just a boring wooden box.
Oh yeah, that is the stuff. The depth, the texture, the contrast. This is what separates a good build from a legendary streamer build, guys. Always add depth.
Now for my favorite part of the exterior, the midsection where we start integrating the giant exposed gears. Grab your Lapis Lazuli, chat, it is gonna get colorful. We are building the first exposed gear, using lapis for the core and gold for the teeth. It has to look like it is physically turning the tower. Precision is key here. Using stairs and slabs allows us to create blocky angles that look like interlocking gear teeth. It is a classic builder trick, and it works flawlessly here.
Look at those gears! They look so intricate! The steampunk cosmic theme is coming together perfectly! This clock tower is gonna dominate the skyline.
I am adding a small balcony right here under the gears. It gives the structure a sense of scale and provides an epic spot for players.
The midsection is complete, but right above this is the main event, the face of the Chrono-Clocktower itself. We are pushing past the 50% mark, chat. Let us keep the momentum going. We are framing the main clock face. This circle is 50 blocks wide. It has to be the most visually striking part of the entire 10x scale build. Filling in the face with quartz. The bright white will make the dark copper clock hands pop so you can read the time from miles away across the server. Building the giant hands, we are locking the time at high noon for that perfect aesthetic. The depth on these hands is crucial so they cast realistic Minecraft shadows on the white quartz. Instead of numbers, we are using floating Lapis Lazuli runes around the dial. It adds to the celestial magic vibe of the tower. This is pure art, guys. Just look at it. The scale is terrifying in the best way possible. The face of the clock is done, but we still need to put a roof on this bad boy. Starting the roof phase, we are going with a massive domed observatory-style roof, framing it out first with gold blocks to get that perfect smooth curve.
Whoa, I slipped. Ender pearl, ender pearl, ender pearl. Whew, that was a close one, chat. Building at this height without safety nets is terrifying.
Okay, heart rate is back to normal. Crouching is my best friend right now. Let us finish this golden wireframe for the dome so we can start filling it in. The roof frame is absolute perfection. The curves are flawlessly calculated. This is gonna cap off the tower so beautifully. The exterior shell is basically framed out, but we are only halfway done, chat. We have to build the entire interior, wire up the redstone. Welcome to the inside of the machine, chat. It is completely empty in here right now, but we are about to transform this hollow shell into a bustling steampunk mechanical room. Let us get to work. We are laying down the primary spiral staircase. We need a way to access all the different levels of the redstone mechanism. Dark oak and copper match the exterior perfectly.
Adding these thick stripped dark oak pillars to the interior, it makes the inside feel like it is supporting the massive weight of the gears above us. Immersion is everything, guys.
We are installing some industrial catwalks. Using iron trapdoors gives it that see-through graded floor look. Do not look down if you are afraid of blocky heights. The lower interior framework is done. It actually feels like we are inside a giant clock now, but it is missing the power source. Time to move up to the mid-levels. We are at the mid-level. This is where the magic happens. We need to construct the magical power cores that drive this entire celestial machine. Building the central core, we are encasing solid lapis lazuli in light blue glass. It gives it this incredibly cool, layered, glowing effect. This is pure cosmic energy right here. It's pro builder tip, chat. Always hide your light sources. Sticking sea lanterns behind the glass makes the core look like it is generating its own power. So atmospheric. Running these copper rods from the core directly into the walls. The lore here is that the lapis energy is traveling up to the clock face. We are world building while we build, guys. Just look at how the blue light fills this room. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now that we have power, we need to wire up the actual mechanics of the clock face. We are on the top interior floor directly behind the clock face. Since this is a 10x scale build, we cannot just use normal red. Look at this, we are building a giant 10x scale redstone repeater. I am using red wool for the torches. This is so incredibly meta and I absolutely love it. Wiring the redstone blocks directly into the back of these giant gear assemblies. Even though it does not actually move, the visual storytelling makes it look highly functional. I am hiding a real redstone clock circuit underneath the fake one. These lamps will pulse in sequence, making it look like energy is flowing through the giant cables.
The pulsing effect works perfectly. The giant mechanism looks like it is fully operational. The interior is officially complete. Let us get back outside.
Back out in the fresh air. From the outside, you can see the secondary gears sticking out of the back. We need to add a lot more detail to these external mechanics. Adding giant fake pistons, iron blocks for the arm, and slime blocks for the sticky head. It gives the exterior so much industrial texture. Fire it up, lighting the netherrack inside these side chimneys. A steampunk build is not complete without some thick, blocky smoke particles rising into the sky. Ah, the smell of industry and progress. The smoke effect from the hidden campfires and netherrack brings this whole section to life. It looks amazing. The mechanics are locked in. Now we enter the phase that separates the good builders from the absolute professionals. The detailing phase. Let us make this thing pop. Adding lapis stairs to the trim. This frames out the massive dark oak panels and brings that cosmic blue color from the inside all the way to the exterior. Spikes. We are adding massive golden spikes to the corners. It makes the silhouette of the clock tower look aggressive and legendary against the mountain skyline. Texture mixing is key. We are throwing trapdoors, stone buttons, and heavy pressure plates onto the copper. They look like rivets and bolts holding the metal plates together. Swapping in some oxidized copper near the bottom. This implies water damage over centuries. A build needs history, chat. It cannot look completely brand new. Rate the detailing out of 10 in the chat right now. The depth is insane. But we have a gaping hole at the top. It is time to complete the massive domed roof. Roof phase, part 2. We are filling in the golden dome framework with fully oxidized copper. That bright teal color is going to contrast beautifully with the gold ribs. My clicking finger is going to fall off, chat. This dome requires thousands of blocks. But seeing the shape fill in is the most satisfying feeling in the world.
And that is the final roof block. The Celestial Dome is complete. From up here, the entire world looks tiny. The clock tower is officially capped off.
We cannot just leave it bald on top, building a massive spire and lightning rod right at the peak. If a storm rolls in, this thing is going to catch every single bolt. The roof is stunning. But the build still feels a bit flat when the sun goes down. It is time for my favorite phase of every build, the illumination phase. The sun is setting, which means it is time to light this masterpiece up, placing shroom lights behind the clock hands so they glow warmly in the dark. Embedding sea lanterns under the glass on all the external gears. Now they are emitting that powerful cosmic blue energy out into the night sky. Hanging some soul lanterns from the arches. The blue fire perfectly matches our color palette and gives it a slightly magical, otherworldly vibe. Whoa! Guys, look at this! It shines like a beacon in the extreme hills. The lighting makes the entire build look alive. We are so close to the end. Morning is here. The tower itself is 99% finished, but right now, it looks like it was just dropped onto a flat plane. We need to do the terraforming and landscaping. Creating the main entrance pathway, using a mix of path blocks, coarse dirt, and gravel to make it look heavily traveled by ancient clockmakers. We are not using vanilla saplings here, building custom giant oak trees to match the colossal scale of the tower. It frames the build and grounds it into the environment, adding some overgrowth to the base. Vines, moss, and leaves creeping up the copper. It shows that this machine has been sitting in this valley for a very, very long time. Just a tiny custom pond here for some scenic beauty, a few rocks, some lily pads. It is the little details that elevate the whole surrounding area. Inventory is empty. The tools are down. Every single block has been placed. Chat, it is time. The grand reveal is happening right now. 100 hours of building. Over 1 million blocks placed. Blood, sweat, and a lot of broken pickaxes. From a completely flat dirt valley to the most insane steampunk structure I have ever attempted on this channel. The 10-time scale Celestial Chrono-Clocktower. A monument to time, cosmic energy, and pure blocky engineering. Fully complete with a detailed interior, humming with the power of 1,000 Lapis Lazuli blocks.
And fully functional massive redstone lines that bring the visual storytelling of this celestial machine to life.
Topped off with an observatory dome that reaches the absolute maximum build height limit of this world. And when the sun goes down, it becomes a beacon for the entire server. Absolutely breathtaking. We did it, builders! The Chrono Clock Tower is officially complete. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this insane journey. If you enjoyed this colossal build, you absolutely must smash that subscribe button right now. We are pushing for 10 million subs, and we cannot do it without you. Leave a comment down below on what biome we should conquer next. Until then, keep building, keep surviving, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.